Hey guys, how are you? I'm actually live in my car. I just picked it up. I'm going to be live at Chum FM really soon, but there's been so many comments about my scary night live, so I just wanted to talk to you about it. It was insane. I will tell you, I was on the 407. This happened 2 nights ago. So it happened on Thursday. And hey, Lori, how you doing? I'm talking about my scary night with my car. So on Thursday night, I had gone out to the Vaughan Film Festival, and I was on the 407 heading home. And when I noticed that my steering wheel was completely locked, my brakes, then I looked at my brakes and I pressed down on my brakes and nothing was there. So imagine driving on a highway, you're doing 100 kilometers an hour, and then you realize you have no steering wheel, you have no brakes, and now I have to figure out how to get off. So yes, Lori, it was absolutely crazy. I'm okay, and you know that I'm crazy, right, Lori? So I had to stay calm at that moment. So if you're in your car, I just want to show you, because this can happen. I know a lot of people are like, what's your make, what's your model? Make sure you get your voice heard, Taylor. It doesn't matter how old your car is. It doesn't matter what make or model your car is. It's called the Serpentine belt, and I might be saying it wrong, so if there's a mechanic that's watching as well, let me know. I did ask my mechanic to come on, but it's Saturday of the long weekend, and he wanted to get, it was at the dealership, he wanted to get his manager's approval, because, you know, here's Taylor K with their camera in his face going, I want you to make people aware of what's happening. So it's called the Serpentine belt, I'm just reading, and the tensioner. So it can happen in any car. And what it does, and again, some people can correct me, but I'm trying to tell you, it just shuts down your entire car. So your power steering, your power brakes, everything completely shuts down. So if you look at my wheel now, it's moving a bit. It was not moving at all. And you know, if I turn on my car, I'm in park now, you can move, you know, I've got my power steering on, it's back. But when I was driving, it locked where I couldn't move it at all. So while I was on the 407, I was in my mind, I'm like, okay, I have to figure out how to get off of this highway safely and not roll the car, because I was going at 100 kilometers an hour. Serpentine belt. Thank you, Heidi. That's what it's called. So obviously I went off the gas. I tried to get over into the slow lane, and 407 is not the best highway to be on. And I think any highway is not the best to be on late at night, when you're by yourself. So I kept going past each exit thinking, can I make this exit? Can I make this exit without rolling my car? That was in my head. I'm like, can I turn here without me rolling the car? No, I'm going too fast. So I would pass exits on the 407 knowing I can't get off here, until at a point where I slowed the car down to probably around 50 kilometers an hour. No cars were around me, and I was able to get off on one turn. And literally, I'm not joking, I was like in a million lanes, because I had no steering. So thank God no cars were around me. And again, my brakes were gone. So when your power brakes are gone, I literally was standing up in the car like this with my foot trying to get any brake. And that's what your emergency brake is for. So I did obviously use my emergency brake to stop, and then I was able to stop safely, get to a location, then freak out and go, what the heck just happened? Oh my God, I almost died. I can't imagine, thank goodness it wasn't at rush hour. I know a bunch of people, my girlfriend, Lisa, this has happened to her. She let me know on her Facebook, when I posted this earlier on Facebook. So this could happen to anybody. I will say, when you go to get your car tuned up, I'm pretty adamant. I do get my car, I get it checked twice a year. It's like my little baby. I'm lucky my little baby's running the car. So this is just something, hey, how you doing? Hi, Karen. This is just something that you should talk to your mechanic about. Oh yes, Will, I am in the parking lot because I just finally got my car, and then I'm going to be coming in to do Chum soon. But this is something that you can ask your mechanic, whether you're at a dealership or a friend. The tow truck driver that did drive me, he tells me that he changes his Serpentine belt pretty regularly, like once or twice a year, because this is something, again, that this one thing has control over your entire car and can shut everything down. and they showed me inside of the hood of my car. There was other pulleys and belts completely shredded. So I'm lucky again. I'm alive, everything's good, and I'm safe. Was it scary as hell? Yes. Anytime if your brakes or steering wheel don't work. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that it doesn't matter the make, it doesn't matter about the model of the car. Just go get it checked out and just be aware, because this one thing controls your entire car. So whether you commute or do anything, and I had no idea. I thought, okay, if one thing goes, not everything can go. But I had no steering, no brakes, nothing. I had my emergency brakes. So thanks guys for all your comments. I am live at Chum FM this weekend, so I'm hoping you can join me. And if this has happened to you, what did you do? I'd like to know. I know Lori says during something like this, does turning the vehicle off. You could turn the vehicle off, right? You could, but I couldn't turn it off completely. And I was on the highway. I didn't want to turn it off. I was able to get off the highway as best as I could, and then I was able to turn it off. Dan says, I'm going to check mine as well. Thanks. Glad you're okay. And again, this was advice from the tow truck driver that picked me up. And I actually had my girlfriend, Antoinette Cananacci, who I was out with, come with her husband and friends, and they opened the hood of my car. They were the first people to notice, oh my gosh, this belt is completely shredded in your car. So just something to think about if you're driving around, if you commute, you know, that's just something to think about. Anyway, okay, thanks guys so much for watching, and I'm glad I'm safe, and hopefully you can join me on Chum FM this weekend. And now nobody wants to come in my car anymore. It's safe. My car is safe, and clearly I'm a good driver. I was able to coast it right off the highway without doing anything, I think. Anyway, okay guys, have a great day. Bye.